Hi everyone, I'm Max and welcome back to From the Depths. So we're starting off pretty much where we left off. Unfortunately, I have actually done a battle on my own. That was accidental. I didn't actually realize that it wasn't recording audio. So they sent down a group of lightning herd vessels. One of them was a plane and we curb stomped it. Overall, everything is the same in the Mars class since the last we saw it. Nothing's changed. There is a few things that I'm going to do right now in order to fix some issues I've been noticing. The numero uno issue at the moment, I think, is that I actually don't have a single air pump in the entirety of the Mars class, which is really a waste, to be honest, because we can actually fit an air pump in here. And so that means that we're constantly burning a lot more fuel than we really need to be, just keeping ourselves afloat when we actually don't need to. So we'll just put some air pumps down. It's not gonna like completely fix the floating issue. Like, for example, I'm not expecting us to suddenly, you know, when we take damage, we're still going to be taking damage, etc, etc. Anyway, so let's just jump straight into the next battle. I don't think it's going to be a problem again. It's a really small ship, even if our Mars class is pretty much the same as you saw it. You know, I'm not expecting us to have significant issues. There's a few things I've been working on in the background. God, I need to stop saying it's really annoying. There's a few things I've been working on in the background since you last saw me. One of those is a heavy cruiser. We're going through a few designs for a heavy cruiser at the moment. None of them I'm particularly happy with, but the idea is that we're going to replace, well, not replace, but we're going to press into service a new ship with advanced cannons and very fast advanced cannons too. I'm hoping for about 6-meter clips firing probably either solid shot or heat, rail guns, and I'm hoping for a shell speed of around 1,000 meters per second. And that should put an end to this, ooh, we're going to dodge everything that you have sort of thing that the lightning herds have been doing. So that's the idea at the moment. How well that's going to work, I'm not sure. We're slowly trying to press down this strait. I've got my cargo carrier capturing the zone behind us, which is not ideal, but it's what we've got. I'm mostly just trying to like just get rid of this resource zone, because it seems like this resource zone is integral to the entirety of the Deepwater Guard like defense. So once we get rid of it, we should be easy peasy. The only problem is that we don't actually have any new ships coming. Like, it's completely empty over here. So we need to build something, and we need to build something stat. I'm thinking we need to get our fighter back, because as awful as it is, and it is awful, it really didn't do anything, we need something. There you go. I think that might be the beginning of our... Oh, and I built a medium tank as well. We're never going to use that, but we've got one. So I think what I'm going to do is just build another fighter, just to have one, just to say that we have one. The best news that we have, though, is that the thing defending the fishing hole is actually a crossbones. And fortunately, we have a lot of experience with dealing with crossbones. Can we take them both on? Yeah, we can take them both on. What would make this even better would be is if we could get another Mars class. I feel like once we have 2 of these, we'll probably be unstoppable, even though we don't have like significant... Oh, I was trying to jump off. Significant railguns or anything like that. I think just the sheer volume of fire will ensure that we decimate anything that we come up against. Now, I'm very curious to see if this smoke is actually working. Like, I don't know. I assume so. It doesn't seem to be, like, doing significant damage to us, the lasers. So, it must be working. Yeah, I'm very happy with how tough the Athena seems to be compared to our previous one, the Empress. Much better. Getting hosed down by a laser at the moment, and it's not doing any damage. To be fair though, this is not the same laser which completely destroyed the Empress. This is clearly a much weaker one, but I mean, we seem to be doing okay. Still having some woeful cram cannon shots though. Again, the Mars class was not designed with the lightning hoods in mind. I built it single-mindedly on fighting the Deepwater guards. I'm not surprised that we're struggling a little bit, but it seems to be doing okay. And I don't think the heavy cruiser that I'm working on is not ready yet. Not ready at all. The other thing I've been considering, but haven't quite implemented, is like a hovercraft vehicle. I think I know enough. Is this the river home? No, where's the crossbones? There is one around. I think I know enough now that I can actually, like, have a hovercraft working and functioning. Yeah, by the way, I don't think this video today is going to have a lot of building in. I think we're just going to slowly be hammering the Deepwater Guard. Ooh. Yeah, see, I'm very happy with our cram cannon defenses now. Not as efficient as defending against missiles. But certainly efficient enough that we're able to defend against this thing, no problem. So, same old problem always applies. Our accuracy is woeful for most of these. There you go, that was a heat shot there. Lots of damage. So yeah, as bad as the cram cannons may be against the lightning heads, I think you still gotta admit that they do look pretty cool when it gets a full broadside with them. No, there you go. Not really a military vessel though, is it? It's kind of just like a paddle steamer with a gun on the front. Oof. Hello everyone, thought I'd skip through this bit in the interest of time. Effectively what I'm saying here is that we can produce more fighters, but I'm not a fan of the fighters because they didn't really do much in the last battle, it just kind of died. So we're trying to decide what we're going to build next. Attention is actually needed down here because we're about to fight this frantic chicken, and it's kind of important that I'm here to watch this. Mostly because I just want to watch it. I didn't like try this against the frantic chicken, but I have no doubts that we'll be able to win because the Mars class is pretty cool. And we've got those anti-air missiles now instead of the flak guns. At least on the Mars class, I keep calling it a frigate. The light cruiser actually... Oh, okay. This is going to be a good test of our land defenses if they actually reach us, which they don't. I keep calling it a light frigate. It's not. It's a light cruiser. So even against like a Deepwater Guard kind of awful chicken thing, our cram cannons are not super effective. I'm sure we will get a hit sometime, like now. Nice. But we did get a few misses. That will probably, yeah, that'll probably be it. Guess we'll find out in a bit. Anyway, let's not give them time to like get themselves together. Ooh, the biggest battle by far. Okay. They actually outnumber us by a few blocks, but I feel like the Mars class is fully capable of this. Right? Yeah. I'm not sure how they outnumber us by a few blocks. I feel like maybe that's... well, I guess cost-wise we might be much above them, but actual block-wise we might be equal. Anyway, this shouldn't land. It should be defended easily, and it is. So, I don't think we have anything to worry about. That's their main weapon. I honestly would kind of like to take Jacob's Folly, but... you know, it's honestly probably not worth it. We can just build our own fortress if we need to. None of those are going to land. I think we've already proven that, but just for the sake of interest, I watch it. Don't have any land defenses facing like directly upwards, so it is important to keep that in mind. Honestly, it might actually be worth just like literally running at this. Is it though? Like, do I really want that? Probably not, to be honest. Kinda just can't be bothered to actually search through it. Now, I don't know anything about this little crossbones here, but it seems to me like it's not really moving anywhere. I think it's pretty disabled already. Torpedoes are... oh, no, the main ones are going to hit. I mean, I'm not surprised that the large ones are going to hit, but it looks like the small ones are out of range. Oof. Should be that turret gone, surely. Surely. No? It survived? Don't know whether I'm impressed or terrified. It's quite the volley. Might be enough to get through our cram defenses. I don't think it will be. We got some pretty tough cram defenses now. Just not getting any significant hits on it, to be honest. Is that current problem? Oh, that's a good hit. Alright, let's go have a look at how we're doing over here. I think we're fine. Don't think we've taken any hits yet, but just in the sake of interest. Now, we don't actually have any crams facing directly upwards. We have ones on the side and ones on the front, but none directly upwards. That might be an issue. Okay, so we took a single shot to the side there, yeah. And that looks like that's it. Oh, and we took a shot to the front. Overall, nothing too bad. And clearly our cram cannons are still effective. Especially now that we're actually in a broadside location. For a long time that was going straight on, so half our guns were doing nothing. Alright, so the crossbones is gone, no one's surprised. The lightning hoods are already dead, so that only leaves this thing. Jacob's Folly or whatever. Hey, it's still got a crystal grow farm on it, back from when there was actually like different materials in the game instead of just one. You know? Back when they kept it interesting. I'm sorry, I'm still salty about that. See, that's one single shot from our heat right there. That's what the heat does on its own. That's why I like heat so much. That's why I insist on having heat. Oh, and just like that, it's done. Just sent a huge EMP burst through it. If you remember correctly, our main guns, so the center guns on the 4 turrets, are loaded with extra EMP as opposed to the 2 on the sides. The reason for that is, I don't know, quite frankly, I just wanted to. So when you see a big EMP burst like that, it's probably those center guns that are hitting. Oh look, river rat. Well, look at you. You've gone and made yourself into a man. Got a bit of scruff on your chin now. I know what you may be thinking. Okay, so clearly Captain Sal's fleet. Ooh. Right, so we got a Prowler, a Corsair, something, a Calamar versus us. Alright, so I decided to skip through this bit as well, just because nothing much interesting happens. I'm trying to decide at the moment whether I want to retreat or not and heal my ships. I eventually do retreat and heal my ships, but I notice that there's a huge concentration of Deepwater Guard, and I'm like, well, we're going to go fight them. But the Mars class starts taking some heavy pounding, and we actually have the option to retreat here, so I eventually decide that retreating is the best option. But we definitely need advanced cannons, and lots of them.
Moving now.
So yeah, so the moral of the story is we need desperately a heavy cruiser. And hopefully next time I will have one. And I will see you then. Have a good night.